to today's episode of Hunt for Love. Single man, this is your moment. Hey, reveal yourself.
Immediately, Steve entered the room. Laughter erupted from everywhere. The ladies even forgot to burst their balloons as they flung them over their heads like confetti. Some were bent double, some were pointing, some were shouting over one another. Even the host tried to regain control, but burst out laughing herself. Is this one serious? One lady screamed, wiping tears from her eyes. Another yelled, Omo, never take light for your village or what? Steve stood there, forcing a smile, one hand in his pocket, the other holding nothing but hope. One of the ladies leaned forward and fired the first real bullet. If you couldn't find love outside, what made you think you can bag any of us here? The crowd went wild. Another lady didn't even wait. Guy, if you had small money, I might pretend to date you for like 2 weeks, just for cruise. 2 weeks, care? Another shouted, make 'em 2 days, ja. It was no longer hunt for love. It was a live humiliation ritual. Steve-O as his clique called him, nodded once or twice, but inside, something snapped. This wasn't banter anymore. This was pure pepper. A quiet lady stepped forward, looked at him gently and said, if you don't mind, we can be friends. The room went quiet, but Steve-O had reached his limit. He turned around and walked off the stage. Behind him, someone shouted, he don't go. And just like that, Steve-O left, carrying his dignity out the door. When Steve got home, his 6-year-old son shouted from the stairway, voice sharp like NEPA light when it finally returns. Daddy, did you bring mommy? Steve froze. If this boy was not his son, his own blood, his own trouble, he would have just sighed and walked past him like DSTV advert. But no, this was Emeka, the same Emeka that turned his life into 24-hour customer care. Truth be told, it was this quest for a mom that pushed Steve to that Hunt for Love show in the first place. Even Paulo, his friend, warned him, Guy, don't go and disgrace yourself on TV. Nigeria no be therapy center. But Steve had replied, anything for my son. Now see him. Steve looked up at Emeka and said, tired but pretending to be strong, Emeka, did I say I was going to the market or where? The boy folded his face. But auntie on TV said daddy go bring mommy. Steve hissed softly. Trying to change topic, he fired back. Emeka, have you done your assignment? Silence. The boy shifted one leg. Daddy, it's maths. Steve nodded like a man that understood pain. Oh yeah? Go and tell Auntie Mary to help you. That was when the drama started. Emeka sat down on the stairway, spread legs like generator stand, and began to cry with full sound effects. I don't want Auntie Mary. I want mommy. Steve rubbed his forehead. This one no be crying again. This one now audition. People outside will think somebody died. Steve looked at the boy crying and thought to himself, nothing concern me. I just faced public embarrassment on national TV. He stepped over him gently and muttered, cry finish first. From upstairs, Auntie Mary shouted, Oga Steve, why? Make her they cry like goods. Steve replied calmly, ask him. He's looking for wife recruitment. The crying reduced small. Nigeria will not kill person. Steve loosened his slippers, walked into the living room, and collapsed on the sofa like a man that had fought destiny, and destiny won round one. Steve was a very wealthy man. Money, plenty. Houses, more than one. Cars, packed like toys. But love? Love had been scarce ever since Emeka's mom died. That woman had loved him before the money grew muscles, before businesses multiplied, before his name started opening doors. She saw Steve, not his bank balance, and when she passed, something left with her. Since then, love had been hard, too hard. Every woman that came close either loved his money too loudly, or wanted him to fix the entire family tree, or was auditioning for Madame of the House with fake affection. That was why he dressed like that and went to hunt for love like a common man. He wanted someone who would choose him without knowing what he had.